man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Ooh, no, just enjoying the weather out here. Been trying to come live a little bit more now that I can come live. I wasn't able to even go live before, so I figured I'd try it out a few times. Even though sometimes it takes a minute for me to load up the content, right? The content be acting wiry, and then if it starts messing up with the loading up, then I kind of lose whatever footage there was. But we gonna try it. I'll give thanks. Give thanks for that. Oh man. We can have a habit. We can have a habit of self sabotaging ourselves. You know, messing up situations that could have been a good opportunity. Sometimes it's meant for our own good. Sometimes it's protection from the Most High. Sometimes you fuck up a situation and you start beating up yourself like, yo, I messed up this situation. I could have maybe did stuff a little bit better. You know, but usually it was meant for your highest purpose. For things to go the way that they went. You know, could have maybe been a situation where you could have avoided trouble. And Sparrow was just trying to make you avoid any situation that could have pretty much put you in a deeper problem. Ooh, yeah, but no, we can have a habit though of actually self sabotaging ourselves. Overthinking a situation when it really isn't the case. You know, a lot of times though, a lot of times intuition be on point though. That's why you have to really listen to your intuition. Give thanks for this meal that I'm about to eat. Trying out this place called Freshie. The food looks really good. I figured I'd give it a try. But yeah, I had a big habit of overthinking situations, overthinking stuff. Also, a big habit of giving people the benefit of the doubt. You know, well, really and truly, you can't really have any expectations of people. You kind of have to just see the actions and kind of like see them for who they are. And if you think it's healthy for your life, then by all means, like if you think it's good for your life, if you think you can deal with it, then if you think it's gonna progress what's going on in your life instead of bringing you down, then by all means, you should definitely keep that person close by. Nothing's wrong with that. But I mean, some of us, whatever, I'll pick that up. But some of us can get confused, thinking that you know thinking that you don't really love a person. I mean, that the love ain't real if you don't stick around close to somebody, that's causing you imbalance in your spirit. That's making you kind of like lack. That's not really working with you the right way, not communicating with you the right way. You know, wants to kind of like leave you in the dark, leave you confused, and then those people think that you should just take that and still be around those kind of people. You know, which I totally disagree with it. At the end of the day, I think it's real. I think it's realer love to kind of do what's best for the both of you. If you feel like something's keeping you off balance, or you feel like you're putting this person in an imbalanced place, where it's not really benefiting their highest purpose, then I mean, how could you call that love? You know, at the end of the day, it could still be unconditional love, but I mean, being around, like, just accepting each other for who you guys are, and being okay with that, and being okay with being around that. But I mean, if it's causing you a lot of pain, and it's not uplifting you in life, I mean, like, not to say that it ain't real love, but I mean, it's it's like something that you kind of, it seems like you're accepting the pain that comes with the love, when you guys could have loved each other in a more healthy, positive way, where you weren't right up underneath each other and dealing with the shit that you don't like to deal with each other. And that made me even think about, rushing into situations, rushing into like long-term commitments, without really getting to know the person and really building up a friendly relationship first with the person, to kind of know, whether you guys really are conducive together. Because you build if you build up a friendly relationship with somebody, and you see that a lot of you have the same kind of ideals, you're trying to go in the same kind of place, uh, you have most of the same kind of morals, you're only looking to build each other up. You don't have a lot of flaws that's going to bring down the next person. You can work together well without having some competition or lying to one another. Being able to be transparent with one another. That's a healthy connection. That's a healthy relationship. You can build a healthy relationship with somebody with when two people are on the same page like that. And they can still be both their own individuals. They can still be independent within themselves and still build a healthy, positive relationship. Or for the most part, it's not going to be fighting. Sometimes we get into arguments or whatever the case. Sometimes we disagree with each other. But I mean, I feel like a serious relationship doesn't need to be, a bunch of fighting, breaking each other down instead of building each other up. And that's a lot of the relationships you see nowadays. Um, the one of the people trying to get the one up. Someone's trying to get the one up in the relationship. Someone's putting in more of their feelings than the other person. When at the end of the day, sorry about that, man. Food was good. At the end of the day, you can't find happiness within another person. You're never gonna find that fulfillment and that real happiness within another person. Like, until you know that you're good within yourself. Meaning, you have to find fulfillment and happiness within yourself first and foremost. And of course, a healthy, uplifting relationship can definitely help help you both grow. You know, within your independency and still working together, because you can be independent and be in a serious relationship. Independence is like, being good within yourself, you know having that love for yourself, to the point where no matter what your partner is doing, it's not going to throw you off track because you love yourself enough. You know what you're going to deal with and you know what you're not going to deal with at the end of the day. But a lot of us get into these relationships where we're willing to deal with bullshit at the end of the day. Get into these relationships where somebody's going to have to deal with some bullshit that they don't want to deal with. Because, you know, you get in a relationship with somebody and you don't really know them full enough and know if all the things like their flaws and everything, if it's really something that you can deal with in the long run, being attached to this one person, there's a lot being attached to one person, you know, not really being attached, but knowing that this is the one person that you confide in, that, you know, you're probably the only person you're having sex with, and, probably the only person that you're making serious moves with. But, there's different relationships though. I know every relationship ain't the same like that, but that's the traditional relationship, right? Like you could have a relationship where you both are on the same page, and you come to agreement on certain things, and you meet each other halfway, where nobody's overstepping anybody's boundaries, and you both are fulfilled and happy within the connection without feeling like you're lowering yourself, or you feel like you're giving up stuff that makes you who you are at the end of the day. But somebody's always usually in a relationship doing something that the other person doesn't like. I mean, there's always going to be things about when you're dealing in a connection that you're not going to like about the other person. But you have to figure out if it's something that you want to really be around for a long time. Do you want to really settle into a serious commitment with somebody that there's a lot of things that actually turn you off about them? That's why I feel like it's good to build up a strong friendship with that person first, to see if you guys even really get along like that, to the point where you won't really get bothered by certain things or feel jealous or envious or get angry at one another. It's usually when we get into serious relationships that we start acting that way, start acting, start acting like the other person is a piece of property, which I feel like at the end of the day isn't right. And we've all done it. We've all done it. We've all been there. We've all done that kind of stuff. But it's just to take more awareness, to where we can do better when it comes to the connections that we make, to the relations that we make. All right, beat it. Beat it. This ain't you. I just gave you a piece, man. Yeah, this bird wants some food, so maybe I'll give him a little bit more. Yo, buddy, this ain't it. This ain't it, man. Yo, I'm here trying to enjoy my food. Y'all crazy? Yo, y'all better dip. Man, anyway, I'm gonna close out, man, because these birds are starting to get crazy around me. They flying all around me, man. They ready to snatch my food right out of my hand. They best not shit on me either. Alright, y'all have a blessed day. Peace and love to all y'all.